welcome back to JambarTV. I'm Shina Gibbons.
And I'm Nina Reeder.
We're going to start this episode off with some breaking news. Yesterday, November 16th, the YSU News Center announced through an email that the YSU Board of Trustees voted 8-1 to offer the position of YSU President to United States Congressman Bill Johnson. Since former President Jim Tressel retired in February, the Presidential Search Committee has worked with executive search firm Witt Kiefer to select Johnson. Michael Peterson, chair of YSU Board of Trustees, said he believes Johnson is a strong, innovative servant leader and will make a good fit as president. The Jambar will continue to cover the developing story on the YSU's president. YSU Student Activities held a forum on November 2nd for community feedback on the new Zoldan Family Student Center that will be replacing Kilcawley Center. The center is currently in the program verification phase as designers are evaluating the building's features. Joy Polkabla Byers, the Associate Vice President of Student Experience, said that the main goal of the new center is to accommodate students' needs.
I want a building that meets the current needs. So this building is outdated and it has a lot of opportunities for students, but maybe because the building has some issues with temperature or accessibility, I want to make sure we're really meeting what students and campus needs.
Changes that were considered at the forum include consolidating food services to one area, updating meeting and event spaces, and implementing retail stores. The current project is dated to begin construction in May 2025. To learn more about the new center or to share your input, contact Byers.
Next week, students and faculty of Youngstown State University will have a shortened week. Thanksgiving break starts on November 22nd, and while classes are canceled, university offices will remain open. From November 23rd through 26th, classes remain canceled and only residence halls will be open. The Christmas Dining Commons will have alternate hours. For more information on specific building hours, you can visit ysu.edu.
Over the summer, YSU changed its janitorial contracts to two new companies, ServPro and Vocational Guidance Services. Janitors could re-interview with new contractors or leave to a different location with the old contractors. The transition officially occurred at midnight on July 1st. Janitorial work at YSU is divided into 6 zones, with staff overseeing different zones and their contracts. Dan Kuzma, the interim manager of building services, oversees 3 zones. Kuzma said the new contractors had a learning curve once they arrived.
Once the new companies got in, it's expected that it's going to take a couple weeks or even up to a couple months before they're 100% confident and comfortable on campus. So we have the learning curve that's associated.
If interested in janitorial work at YSU, or if you have a concern, reach out to Janitorial Services through its email.
The Period Club at Youngstown State University is raising awareness about menstruation and menstrual health. The club was formed during spring 2023 and is a chapter for Period, a national organization with the goal of reducing the stigma that surrounds menstruation and increasing access to menstrual products. President of Period Club, Divya Warrior, started the club her freshman year with the goal of increasing conversations about menstruation.
I know there's a big stigma around even talking about it, so bringing that to the table and saying, hey, it's okay to talk about it, and let's talk more about it.
Period Club at YSU also hosts drives to collect period products and donates them to community groups and partners in Youngstown. One of these drives was hosted from October 16th to November 6th, where the club collected disposable menstrual products like pads and tampons. The club plans to have more educational events and fundraisers in the future, along with more collection drives. Period encourages students who want to be involved to attend general body meetings and volunteer and donate. For more information, go to its Instagram.
The YSU Police Department is currently investigating a scam targeting students and their parents. A scammer has been contacting parents of students, wrongfully identifying themselves as YSU police officer and requesting money. The scammer informs parents that their child is under arrest, but if money is sent, their child will not be prosecuted. YSU police will never request money from anyone over the phone through payment applications such as Venmo or Cash App. If you have been contacted by this individual, please call YSU's police department at 330-941-3527.
It sure has been chilly out there lately as Thanksgiving approaches us. Zonde, what's the weather going to be like?
This weekend will be chilly, but we'll see some of that sunshine stick around over the next few days. Stick around for a more detailed report after the break.
Hey kid, you wanna try some exercise?
Wait, what? What's going on right now?
Yeah man, exercise.
I don't know. I don't know if I should even be talking to you right now.
It's got lots of benefits.
Okay.
The benefits of exercise include increased levels of energy, higher quality of sleep, better muscle and bone strength, improved memory, and clearer skin.
We know you hear it all the time. Why Youngstown State University? Why go to a school in the Mahoning Valley of northeastern Ohio, surprisingly beautiful as that may be? Why live on a campus that sits on the edge of the Rust Belt, historic and inspiring as that may be? In short, why choose Youngstown State? Here's why. Because when it comes to engineering, medicine, sports, business, and the skills you need to take your place in the future, we take a back seat to nobody because you can afford us. And we will afford you the opportunity to build the future you want and the life you desire. Why Youngstown State? Because we care about you, your success, and our future. Together. Youngstown State University. Now you know why.
You're looking to your future, preparing for your goals, and they're closer than you think. Because here, success is part of the plan. It's a place where academic and social opportunities are meant to prepare you for life, not just the next 4 years. You'll be equipped to face new challenges and turn hard work into a career. You're ready for your success to take root. And here's where it starts. We are Youngstown State University, and proud.
Welcome back to JambarTV. I'm Zoldan Smith, and this is your weekly weather outlook. Here's this weekend's radar. Today is looking warmer, but expect to see some showers throughout the day, with wind speeds around 10 miles per hour. We'll still have some of that rain in the evening, but otherwise, it'll be a chilly night with clouds and moderate wind speeds. Tomorrow may be a good day for a walk in nature, but you'll want a coat as it will be sunny with temps in the upper 40s. We'll see some clouds moving in the valley with wind speeds up to 8 miles per hour. As the temps drops at night, the chance for rain will remain low, and wind speeds will stay the same. On Sunday, we'll see some sunshine again with low chance for rain and wind speeds around 9 miles per hour. It'll be a cold night in the upper 20s, but those wind speeds will drop to around 6 miles per hour. Now, let's take a look at my 4-day forecast. Today, we'll see a high of 59 degrees with a 91% chance for rain. At night, the temps will drop to 36, and we'll also see that chance for rain fall to 68%. Tomorrow will be a partly cloudy day with a high of 48 degrees and no chance for rain. At night, we'll see a low of 32 with clear skies. On Sunday, we'll see a high of 50, and you can expect another sunny day without rain. But sadly, we'll see those temps hit below freezing at night with a low of 29. The start of the week will be chilly with a high of 46 on Monday and a 25% chance for rain. The low will hit 37 at night, and the chance for rain raises to 75%. That's all we have for your weekly weather outlook. But after the break, we'll talk about YSU's Day of the Dead celebration.
The feeling when my hands are on the piano, it's become comforting. It's somewhere that I can express myself. I go to Youngstown State University and my passion is playing music. YSU is allowing me to take what I love and turn it into a career and do it every single day of my life. I'm Alyssa and I'm YN proud.
Growing up, I love figuring out how things work, putting things together. I love being able to come up with an idea, design it, just the whole process of creating things. I go to school here at Youngstown State and my passion is 3D design. I chose YSU because all the equipment, the research being done here, it's like a playground for me. I'm Alex, and I'm Y and proud.
The communication department is much more than media or delivering a speech. The YSU Communication Department offers programs in telecommunication, journalism, and communication studies. We inspire creativity. We encourage each student's passion. We explore new and advanced technologies that connect the human race. The communication programs at YSU ensure that every student is prepared and experienced for the outside workforce, for life after YSU. Join the Jambar and find your voice when you tell the next big story. Become a host of Rookery Radio and gain hands-on experience, or get involved with TV productions like Light the Wick, Penguin Rundown, and JambarTV. YSU's communication department is much more than a department, an education, or a degree. It's a home for passionate individuals, for students to find and pursue what they love.
Welcome back to Jambar TV. I'm Zoe Bechtel. Let's jump into all things student life. YSU community members gathered for a Day of the Dead celebration from 5 to 7 p.m. on November 1st in the hub of Kilcawley Center. Let's toss it to Jambar producer Molly Burke, who was among the crowd.
Dia de los Muertos is a holiday celebrated by many Latin American cultures that honors and remembers loved ones who have passed away. It is most often observed November 2nd. The Hispanic Heritage Month Committee and Student Activities collaborated with math professor Alicia Prieto Langarica to bring the holiday's traditions to the YSU community. One of these traditions is to honor those who have passed away with a 3-tier altar called an ofrenda. Prieto Langarica said photos and belongings of the late Carol Bennett, former assistant provost for the Office of DEI, were placed on YSU's ofrenda.
And we're dedicating the altar to Dr. Carol Bennett. So, yeah, because we lost her this year, and we all love her so much. So I'm about to go start placing her books and her plants and some of the food that she used to eat all around the altar for her, because we were hoping that she comes and visits today.
Anyone was welcome to add to the ofrenda's display of photos and items. Claudia Zacharko, owner of Piccadilly Parlor Victorian Tea Room, was one guest who added to the ofrenda. She said it helps her remember her parents.
It's hard to lose loved ones, it really is. But when you have them in your heart and you remember beautiful things that they taught you, you want to celebrate that. You know, that's something important.
Attendees could also paint sugar skulls, listen to music, and watch spoken word poetry performances while sipping on Mexican hot chocolate and eating pan de muertos, a sweet Mexican bread that is a staple of the holiday. One of the evening's musicians was history professor Brian Bonham. He said cultural celebrations are important for the YSU community.
So I think it's important to universities to open students' eyes to and provide access to all sorts of different viewpoints and cultures.
Those interested in getting involved with next year's Day of the Dead celebration can contact Prieto Langarica. For more on student activities and other upcoming events, head to its website. Reporting for the Jambar, I'm Molly Burke.
Senior social work major Maya Pierce was named the recipient of the National Association of Secretaries of State John Lewis Youth Leadership Award. Eligible candidates must be 25 or younger and nominated for being a positive presence in the community. The award is given out by Ohio Secretary of State Frank LaRose. Pierce said she is very grateful to have received the award.
It's an honor to be named after, John Lewis and all the amazing, extraordinary things that he has done. It's a blessing. I'm just very, very thankful.
Pierce is also active in the Black Student Union and Mahoning Valley Sojourn to the Past, which holds voter registration and anti-racism workshops on campus. Looking for something to do this weekend? University Theater is putting on its last show of the fall semester. Scupan is a classic farce that follows a mischievous servant who has to navigate love triangles and manipulative schemes. Directed by Todd Dicken, the comedy stars Lauren Ladd as Scupan. This is the last weekend to watch the show. Friday and Saturday shows start at 7:30 p.m. and Sunday show starts at 2 p.m. Tickets are free for YSU students and prices are available on the University Theater website. The YWCA Mahoning Valley is collecting donations for its Wish Upon a Star program. which provides toys for the families in the YWCA housing program during the winter holidays. Event manager Jessica Gibbs said that Wish Upon a Star accepts both toys and monetary donations, and it benefits over 400 people in the Mahoning Valley.
Say we get children that enter the program a little bit later, or a child doesn't get as much as another child, we will supplement with that monetary money and make sure that everybody gets about the same. So we have 55 actual donors this year. So they each take a list or take as many lists as they would like and shop for the kids.
Those interested in donating to Wish Upon a Star have until December 4th to drop off their gifts, but YWCA collects general monetary donations year-round. Head to the Mahoning Valley WYCA's website for more information and ways to donate. If you're looking for something to do over Thanksgiving break, everyone loves an underdog story, and the new movie from Oscar-winning Taika Waititi is based on the true story of a massive underdog. David Daniel has a look.
You're fired. Good news is, you got two options.
Option one, that's where you're currently at.
Or
American Samoa.
Are you serious?
Next Goal Wins stars Michael Fassbender as a soccer coach exiled to the worst national team on the planet.
We haven't scored one goal in the history of our country trying to have a soccer team.
Goal! They scored again. Humiliation.
Mark my words, things are going to change.
Things do not start out well.
Come on, guys! We've worked too long and hard for this.
You've only been here a few days.
It's a personal film for director Taika Waititi.
Just great for me to be able to put brown faces on screens and, and have, showcase parts of our cultures in Pacific Island, Polynesia.
It's safe to say you have zero talent or understanding of the game.
Something not right about this guy. What? He is white.
Taika's a Pacific Islander, and he understands the sensitivities of telling Pacific stories.
That's it, Jaya leadership.
Kaimana plays Jaya, the first transgender player in a World Cup qualifying match.
The accuracy to the culture, to the Fa'afafine identity, and to trans realities, trans experiences.
Now we're making some progress.
In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
That's all we have for Student Life this week, but stick around as we'll check out a story on the start of the women's basketball season after the break.
You're not waiting to see what the world has in store for you. It's more about what you have in store for the world. All you need is the opportunity. All you need are the resources of a large university and the advantages of a personalized academic setting where you can experience new worlds in the arts and sciences, business, and education and make them your own. We are where you shape your future. We are Youngstown State University and proud.
Why Youngstown State University? Because when it comes to the skills you need to take your place in the world, we take a backseat to nobody. Youngstown State University. Now you know why.
The communication department is much more than media or delivering a speech. The YSU Communication Department offers programs in telecommunication, journalism, and communication studies. We inspire creativity. We encourage each student's passion. We explore new and advanced technologies that connect the human race. The communication programs at YSU ensure that every student is prepared and experienced for the outside workforce, for life after YSU. Join the Jambar and find your voice when you tell the next big story. Become a host of Rookery Radio and gain hands-on experience, or get involved with TV productions like Light the Wick, Penguin Rundown, and JambarTV. YSU's communication department is much more than a department, an education, or a degree. It's a home for passionate individuals, for students to find and pursue what they love.
Why Youngstown State University? Because I'm getting a top-tier education without the price tag. I can do anything here. I know why. It's not a question, it's the answer. Youngstown State University. Know why.
Welcome back to JambarTV. I'm Taziah Howard, and this is your update on all things YSU sports.
The women's basketball team is back in action, and executive producer Dylan Lux covered their strong start to the season.
With shoes squeaking on the court and the crowd roaring after a made three-pointer, YSU basketball is back inside the Bigley Center for the women's basketball team. After a 2023 loss in the Horizon League tournament last year to Northern Kentucky, it left the women's team searching for answers. A new leaf has been turned, and under acting head coach John Nicolais, the Penguins are undefeated to start the new campaign. Their 2023-24 season opening game came inside the Bigley Center against Xavier University on November 8th. In her first career start for the Penguins, fifth-year Emily Saunders had a career game. She finished with 20 points, 14 rebounds, and 2 blocks, all of which led the game. She credited her breakout performance to her teammates' ability to find her in the paint.
My teammates were seeing me, and I feel like that's the most important thing. We really emphasized getting the ball in the post, and I thought they did a tremendous job tonight.
After a first-half lead of 25-18, the Penguins would double their advantage and start the season with a 55-41 win over the Musketeers. In the matchup, the team had 21 turnovers, a number that Nicolais hopes to improve in upcoming weeks.
We discussed that in the locker room for sure. And it really wasn't forced turnovers. It was more stuff that we were doing to ourselves.
For the next matchup, the Penguins remained at home to take on Slippery Rock University. The team's shooting percentages told the story of the matchup as they shot 71% from the field in the first half, including 88% in the second quarter, giving them a 27-point lead at half. By the end of the game, the Penguins shot 58% from the field, and 3 Penguins scored in double digits. The lead would remain for the women's team as they went on to win 78-32 and start the season 2-0 for the first time since 2021. The women's basketball team looked to extend their win streak in the final game of their 3-game homestretch. The women's team hosted Western Michigan University here inside the Bigley Center yesterday, November 16th. To view the score from the game, visit YSUsports.com. For JambarTV, I'm Dylan Lux. Back to you, Josiah.
The Youngstown State University bowling team recently took 4th place at the SFA Lady Jack Classic, where senior Madison Marks broke the 2 school records. On day 2 of the tournament, Marks broke the Youngstown State University School program record for highest pinfall in a 5-game set with 1,144 pins. She also broke the school record for highest average tournament pinfall with 228.80 pins per game. Marks was named tournament MVP for her performance. The Gwins returned back to action on November 17th, where they would travel to compete in the Maryland Eastern Shore Hawk Classic. For more information on the tournament and to follow the Gwins scores, visit YSUsports.com. The Youngstown State men's basketball team returned to the court to start the 2023-2024 season over a 3-game span. Jambar Sports editor John Ostapowicz has more.
Despite a 2-game losing streak to Louisiana and Michigan, Youngstown State bounced back with a win right here inside the Bigley Center.
After 2 tough losses on the road, the team welcomed back its fans for the first time since March 15th against Ohio Christian on November 13th en route to a 99-71 victory. For head coach Jared Calhoun, the bench has a lot of depth, and the height on the team is what makes the difference.
A lot of size off the bench with Gabe and with Emmanuel. Those kids are big, they're long, they're athletic. So we do have some things off the bench that we've never had.
The game featured a historic milestone for senior Brandon Rush as he eclipsed 200 career three-pointers. He also led the way with 32 points to go along with 10 made three-pointers on 18 attempts, which moved him into second place in the record book for most three-pointers in a game. For Rush, he credits his teammates who have trusted him to take those shots off the screens.
Honestly, I give all the credit to my teammates I've had in the past years. Like, just be able to feeding me the ball or just come off a screen and shoot it, just stuff and things like that. So. Probably 200 of those threes is probably 200 of my teammates giving me the ball. So.
Youngstown State is back in action at home for the Lake Erie Classic against Utah Tech University on November 17th and Lake Erie College on November 19th. Both games will be streamed live on ESPN Plus and can be listened to on 570 WKBN. For more on the Youngstown State University men's basketball team, visit YSUsports.com. And for Jambar TV, I'm John Ostapowicz.
The Penguin Club is a boosters organization through YSU Athletics, which helps fund student athletes' collegiate careers. This week, the club held several fundraisers. On Wednesday, a Jamboree auction was held in Canfield, and yesterday the online auctions closed. An online 50-50 raffle will last until the end of today and was sponsored by Tom Duma Jewelers. Some of the hot items included 2 signed Denver Broncos jerseys by former Penguin standout Jaleel McLaughlin, a cookout with head football coach Doug Phillips, and a travel with the team experience for next year's football season. You can visit ysusports.com for more information. The YSU football team won its first road game of the season on November 4th. The Penguins played at Indiana State and won by a final of 19-7. Senior quarterbacks Mitch Davidson and redshirt freshman Bo Brungard each scored a rushing touchdown in the game with the Penguins. Redshirt freshman kicker Andrew Lastovka went 2 of 3 on field goals, hitting from 35 and 45 yards out. On November 11th, the Penguins returned home for Senior Day. They took on the defending FCS champions and the #1 ranked team in South Dakota State. The Jackrabbits dominated in a 34-0 victory over YSU, handing them their first home loss of the season. Davidson spoke after the game about the team's loss and what went wrong.
We got to be mistake-free, and we weren't today. Having a turnover, we knew all week we got to take care of the football, or they're going to capitalize on it, and they did. They turned around, they scored on that drive, and that one's on me. So, we got to have a better first half. Our defense was playing hard, and we didn't score points.
The Penguins dropped to 6-4 overall and 4-3 in the Missouri Valley Conference. With one game remaining, the Penguins will need to take care of business. The team will travel to play Murray State at 2 p.m. on November 18th. To watch the game, go to ESPN Plus or listen on 570 WKBN. The YSU women's volleyball team completed its season with a 3-game homestand, including one that honored its seniors. Jambar Sports reporter Marissa Masano has more.
Inside the Bigley Center, the women's volleyball team won 2 of their last 3 games. They ended the season with a 3-game series sweep on senior night. The women's volleyball team played against Indiana University, Purdue University, Indianapolis, Purdue University, Fort Wayne, and Robert Morris University. Against the Jaguars on November 3rd, the Penguins battled to secure a 5-set victory. Freshman Jocelyn Jordan factored in on 5 of the 6 final points. She had consecutive kills to set up match point and finished the game with a team-high 13 kills. On November 4th, the Penguins were defeated by PFW in 3 sets. Graduate student Josie Borum led the team in kills, assists, and digs. The Penguins completed their final home game of the season on Senior Day against Robert Morris on November 10th. The team swept the Colonials 3-0, and this meant a lot for head coach Alini Scott.
I'm just so happy we could go out on a win, and to go out on a 3-0 win is even better. I think it's the first one we had all season, so we saved it for a good time.
Youngstown won the first set 25-19 and had 0 attacking errors during the set en route to the victory. In the second set, the Penguins only trailed the Colonials once, but pulled away to win 25-15. The team won 25-15 in the third set as well. Borum was just shy of recording her 20th career triple-double. She posted 17 assists, 9 digs, and 8 kills. Graduate student Isadora Sisic surpassed 900 digs in her Penguin career, and senior Kylie Mitchell led in blocks with 4, which was a season high. For Jordan, these seniors have set a standard she wants to uphold as she continues her Penguin career.
They're all such leaders and they're great captains. They all work hard and they all show compassion for the game. And I think it just shows me like the kind of player I want to be for the underclassmen when I'm a senior too.
The Penguins finished their play in Horizon League 4-14. For JambarTV, I'm Marissa Masano.
Thanks for tuning in to our sports update. Here's Zonde Smith with a quick weather recap.
We'll have a mostly sunny weekend with some rain here and there. If you haven't already, it's time to break out that winter coat as it'll be chilly at the start of next weekend. Stay safe, Penguins.
Support for Jambar TV is provided in part by the YSU Foundation and the Jane F. Lamb Charitable Foundation. Thank you.